well, welcome to the MYD studio, Suta. We are delighted to have you in studio with us.
No, thank you for having me. Yeah.
What a pleasure.
What a treat.
And especially about to embark on an amazing journey. But before we get to where you're going to, let's talk about where you've been. You are an economist with quite a reputation. People are coming to you every single week to find out what's happening in the economy. You've built such a profile for yourself here in Namibia as an economist. How did you get there?
How did I get there? Hard work, determination, and the belief that nothing is impossible, and just putting your mind to what you want to achieve. I worked ridiculous hours, but I also worked ridiculous hours because I quite enjoyed what I was doing. I think that's the most important, finding a level or finding a place where you're actually enjoying what you're doing, and then even if you put the extra hours in there, like you don't you don't mind, because the end product that you're going to get out of there is far more rewarding than the sacrifice that you're giving now. And then also I'm also very what is the Afrikaans word, voorbarig, and also be at the forefront of what's happening. And I think that's where I try to position myself in that, but then also obviously know what you're talking about. And as a talker, and I quite like talking, always like to back that up with facts, with data, with evidence. Like, yes, I'm saying this because I have this thesaurus of facts to back me up. So it was a combination of hard work and also I wanted to be not necessarily a leading economist, but I wanted to be someone that people will come to me, ask for advice or ask what's happening, and I can give them a sort of qualified opinion.
Did you always know that you wanted to be an economist? Was that always the dream? Or how did you get into economics?
No, I completely stumbled into economics, to be brutally honest. In high school, I wanted to be a lawyer. I did an internship at a law firm during holidays, and I was just put off by the sheer amount of reading that goes with it. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to be an accountant. Accounting is what I'm going to do now. I only managed to balance one balance sheet in my 5 years at school. So that was my last exam. So I decided, okay, accounting is not what I wanted to do. But then I was also quite stuck because I have a very short attention span, so I need to be stimulated constantly. So I decided to do a double major in something, and I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do. So I was like, oh, let me do economics. There's a lot of sort of theory and reading, but then let me also do risk management, and there's a lot of number crunching in the stats. So I decided to do economics and risk management, which surprisingly I quite like. It's like, oh, okay, this is what I'm going to do now. And I worked for 3 years at Bank Windhoek doing risk management. Exciting the first year and a half, then I got quite bored because it was routine, and once I get into a routine, I just find myself stuck, and the whole process becomes, I feel as if I'm getting stagnant, and I become demotivated, which is the worst thing to do. So I wanted to do a challenge, and I wanted to grow into economics. Went over to Cam saying, listen guys, I need a job because I'm getting bored and I'm not productive. And they say, oh, we have this position open, and I was like, cool, I'll take it. Nobody comes with a pay cut. I was like, okay.
You'll take it anyway.
I'll take it anyways because I wanted to do the work. And I think that has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. I think It has been the most gratifying experience.
Well, a very brave decision, because very often we think that, we see our self-worth linked to our money. So to take a cut in our money, it's almost like we see as it's a putting down of ourselves. So it takes a lot of bravery to say, I'm not my salary.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
I think because that's also how you measure success professionally to some extent. When you start getting promoted, when you start getting pay increases, that's a form of the company that you're working for showing appreciation in the work that you're doing. But with me, my thinking was completely, I need to prove myself. I need to prove that I can earn more after a year, after 2 years, but I'm willing to take the knock early on to sort of progress later on.
I'm hearing in your story, I'm hearing a lot that's coming through how much you know yourself. And there must be such an important component in all of the decisions in making these kind of life decisions, knowing who you are and what it is that's going to frustrate you and how you keep on going. Without that information, you wouldn't have been able to make these kind of decisions.
Yeah, and absolutely, because you do need to know who you are, where you are in life, and what will make you happy and what will detract from that happiness, and just sort of making an informed decision rather than just going for where the money is or where the fun is to be had. It's like also you need to have a certain level of comfort with who you are, your space that you're in, and then sort of trying to navigate from that. So what I found myself quite not depressed, but I was very demotivated my last year doing my previous job because I wasn't really navigating through the waters that I wanted to do. The work wasn't stimulating. So, and at that stage, I decided to make a change, because otherwise I'll just get stuck in a rut, and obviously you don't want to be stuck in a rut.
Absolutely.
So, but then also one of the biggest things I think one of the best investments I've ever done in myself is, I love festivals. I love going to festivals. But the best one was Africa Burn. And I went there in 2014. But I was also I had some levels of social anxieties of being alone, especially in massive crowds. And then I decided to go on my own, just sort of to test my mantle, as you'd say. And it was the most amazing. I met the most amazing people, and people who I'm still friends with now after 2-3 years. The math's a bit dodgy around. But then it's also, you do need to go through a journey of self-discovery and self-realization, and actually decide who you are, self-actualization. And I think with that, you become more comfortable in who you are.
Absolutely.
Making life decisions quite easy, because you know what you want to achieve, and you have like a long-term, medium to long-term goal, or you have an idea of what you want to be. So knowing who you are and getting to that idea makes it a lot more easier.
Master Your Destiny on 99 FM.